mustard in the kitchen, where tonight, again, I'm always here, I'm always making something. There's a very good reason to be in the kitchen most nights. Now, as it goes, I have made food for the evening, which was curry. In fact, a tiny little picture of that curry appeared on this particular thumbnail, just while I was building the thumbnail together there. It was very, very nice, and I enjoyed it immensely, and so did everybody else. But there's a request for pizza tomorrow. Homemade pizza, of course, not the stuff bought from the supermarket or the takeaway. A homemade pizza, and that, of course, does involve me making bread, which is easy enough to do, because I've just gone and bought some flour. Of course, the best pizza, the best any kind of bread going is going to be somewhat sourdough. If you don't know what sourdough is, I can tell you, it's basically bread that's been left to go off somewhere. But the washing machine isn't too loud. So what we need is this, a bowl, stainless steel bowl for mixing purposes. And what else do we? Oh gosh! Oh, what happened there? there was some people and suddenly they all disappeared. I hope that's not going to be the theme of the evening. Jug for water. We want water that is somewhat tepid, not cold, not too hot. I'll tell you what, just so you can say I haven't run away. Oh, Pure Evil is here. Oh, good evening, Pure Evil. I'm going to put some water. Go on. Okay, which slows a bit of it. Well, that's just probably just right actually. That amount of water. It's an estimate, and then some yeast, which shall just go straight into the pot. Goes down here. Maneuver this somewhat. Pure Evil, good to see you here. That's very nice of you to join. First step is going to be just to bung in the yeast, because whilst we have this water here at the right temperature, now we put it all in there, and it's best, it really is best, apparently, to just leave it to ferment for a while. There's no rush. You can't rush making bread if you want it to be sour, can you? It kind of goes against the whole point of it somewhat. And then, my lovelies, Dino Daddy's here. Good afternoon. Oh, no, hello, good morning. What's cooking? I'm going to give you a clue. It's something I'm not going to eat tonight. Open up the flour, open it up. Today's going to do it this evening, because today the morning for you, but here it's 10 to 9. 10 to 9 in the evening. Whatever is made tonight will not be consumed this evening. Oh, too much. Never mind, eh? My usual way of doing things, I don't do measuring. Sometimes it means it doesn't work out quite as well as you hope, but yeah, you measure at your leisure, and I don't. I also don't really brush any of it. Let's see, Pingu's here. Good evening, Chef Mustardo. Cooking early today, or cooking late? Well, preparation. I'm not going to be cooking anything. I'm just going to be preparing some bread for tomorrow. Sourdough. But I'm going to take my time, and this live stream can go on for as long as anybody's interested in watching it. It's better than doing it on Project Nigel, which, incidentally, if you happen to be followers on the other channel, which I know obviously a couple of you are, there will be a video going live straight after this live stream. There's a little trumpet bit there, don't I? I'm cooking along at home too. Well, say cooking, preparing a bowl of cereal. It's food, isn't it? Oh, the salts. And then, what? Reniko Jackman. Whatever that means. I'm sure we'll find out. So, an amount of flour in a bowl, an amount that we are unsure of, and then grind some pink Himalayan salt into the mix. Never know how much to put that in. And then, with a spoon, we shall start the mixing process, mixing in the salt into the flour. When I did this before, I know I mentioned that I find bread making to be just one of those things that's just rather joyous. A rather joyous thing. It's a lovely thing to do. If you've never tried it, you should try it because you'll enjoy it if you like making bread. And if you don't, then you won't know whether you enjoy it or not. But I'm sure you will. So you should try it. Ever read this one before? Why did the baker have shit all over his hands? Because he needed a poo. 69 watching, not bad, says Dino Dad. I know. I had cottage pie today, feeling stuffed. Did you eat the whole cottage pie? Presumably, it must have been very good for you to be stuffed on it, because if it wasn't particularly good, you get to a point you think, no, I've had enough of this, I'm bored. I don't want to eat any more of this stuff now. And that doesn't happen when you're dealing with particularly good food. Anybody else? Oh, has to go in this. Yeah, of course. Oil. Some oil. And I shall use olive oil, of course, because I don't like using vegetable oil. It's almost like I've got something against it, isn't it? But what I've got against vegetable oil is it's just nasty stuff. I know it does the job quite well, but it's not good at all. Good evening, Captain Mustard. I hope you've had a good weekend, says Dan Peters. It's not been too bad so far, actually. And remember, it's not over with, is it? Because tomorrow is still part of the weekend. And I shall enjoy that mostly. Today, if my Nigel viewers are in, I shall let you in. I've been reviewing a car. Would anybody like to guess what car I did a review on today? Go on, have a guess. Go on, I'd be really pleased if you did. Who's here? Jimmy Quinn. Just a small portion, says Pingu Concord. But potato-based meals fill me up quickly. They do, they fill everybody up quickly. It's not all that. Not only do they fill you up, but they make you feel stuffed. As you said. Carbs. Too many of them. We eat too many carbs. No, not a Ford Capri, Dan, and not a Bentley either, Jimmy Quinn. And John Studley is here, or John Studley. Hi, Mustard Mate. Hi. Pure Evil is guessing at a Rover 75 in silver. No, not that either. The fact is, I've done, there's very little Rovers I haven't driven to warrant having a test drive in one. It's got to be a bit different now. No, it's a genuine, well, I mean, there's more than one purpose for having this car in the yard, but it was a genuine test drive, and I'm sure one of you must be able to guess what it is, because they might have seen my Facebook post today. We didn't actually say that was going on. Jag, no. Van, van, lorry. They're not types of cars, Jimmy Quinn. They're types of vehicles, which is slightly different. Let's stir this up and ready to go into it. You might think actually at the moment, all I'm doing is simply preparing some bread for tomorrow. This is going to be an exceedingly short live stream, but I don't see why it has to be. The purpose of doing the live stream is just to be sociable and to introduce new people to the channel and hopefully send them to my Project Nigel channel as well, where I make better videos. A Reliant Robin guesses Dan Peters. No. I would definitely be interested in driving one though. A scooter car, says Jimmy's. No. John Studley says a Hyundai. That's a good guess actually. That's the closest one so far. Fiat guesses Jimmy Quinn. Still no. Right. In the freezer, I have a beer warming up for me, so it's definitely dark now. My rule is you wait till it's dark before you have a beer. And maybe I should. Maybe what I'll do is just stir this in here somewhat before I do that. And then I'll grab the beer out. Just make sure it does go particularly cold. Honda suggests Dan Peters. Yes, a Honda is correct. So not a Bondbug or a Kia, suggested by Jimmy Quinn. But so we've got as far as a Honda. It is a Honda, but which Honda? Eh? That's the next part of it. Who wants to have a go at that? Yeah, Honda. Hinda Civic. No, a Honda CRV. John Studley wins the game. Well done, John. If only there was a prize involved, you'd be getting that prize right now. But the prize can simply be that you've won this competition that was never announced and was never going to be any good. Well done. Top chap. I've revealed the multi-layer head gasket today from the Codfather. Oh, right. Blue CRV. Yes. As to be as expected, then, Pingu. That will be the cause of it going wrong in the first place. Unfortunately. I just hope that the MGF doesn't go the same way, because I found the paperwork today for that showing its expensive head gasket job. Oh, look at that. I do love a bit of stodgy breadiness. Big stodgy, plummety porridginess. My prize is meeting you, Mustard Mate. Oh, that's lovely, actually. But you've already met me twice. And we've spoken on many occasions. So I'm afraid you might feel that you've been cheated of your prize, if that is what your prize should be. More water. Simply wasn't enough there. I'm trying not to make a mess, because bread is a particularly grotty thing to do. And in a moment, I'm going to make a very terrible mess, of course, when I get it out of the bowl and start kneading away. I will send you a photo, matey. It's still not overheating, but the leak from the front got worse. Yeah. Oh, well, you see, you've sent me a photo already. It will do, unfortunately, won't it? They just don't tend to mend themselves. Right, in a second, we're going to get to the point where I can no longer be moving around so much because my hands will be full of white stuff. So what I'm going to remember to do this time, which I did neglect to do before, is to roll up the sleeves. Today, with the curry, I made chapatis. And of course, that involves flour. And doing some of this stuff, not quite as much. I mean, there's no need for kneading chapatis, really. You can do it all in a bowl. But you still have to get them out of the bowl and flatten them out and get your hands up ready. This is going to be really, really rather intense as far as getting flour and water all over your dabs. So I want to be prepared. Did anybody notice that cabbage is here? Are you familiar with Cabbage Lion? Well, he's watching, he's overseeing this live stream tonight, and he will be going upstairs later on. Second option is sitting in Fred one day. Well, John, I mean, sitting in Fred, I wouldn't really have thought that would have been a massive treat, but you're welcome to do that. You're perfectly welcome to come and sit in there. Oh, right, yes. A nice white overall jacket would suit these kitchen live streams, suggests Skip. You're absolutely right. I don't have any though. So anyway, I don't need to be seen from outside the kitchen as a chef, so probably don't matter too much. Be more for the novelty purpose, wouldn't it? One of these days, I'll get some nice beer and do some beer reviews. But that was my first thought when kind of reloading this channel, so to speak, that I could do live beer reviews whilst making videos of cooking that were properly edited and put together in my usual way. But the beer reviews be a bit pointless when it's the same beer every night, wouldn't it? I'm a bit concerned that by drinking this stuff, I'm going to end up losing my taste for beer. I mean, that's obviously overly dramatic because it's not really going to happen. But when I tend to just have the cheap stuff like this and I find myself satisfied with it, then why bother with anything else? What size are you? Extra large or extra large? Isn't it funny actually when somebody says, what size are you? And then starts off with extra large. Probably extra large. But I don't think that's fair because I wouldn't describe myself as particularly big. I'm still only a bit tall. 6 foot is only a bit tall. It's only a bit taller than average, isn't it? And at about 15 stone, I'm only a bit overweight. I know many people would certainly be more like extra large than me. And that's why we have to have extra large. And then going a step further than that, so having 3 X's before you can even possibly use the word large. Right, how prepared am I for this? Because once you get your dabs in, you don't really want to be moving and doing anything else with them, do you? So let's read a couple more comments if there are any. John Studley, I'm looking forward to the Pride of Longbridge to see you there again. Me too. And that is, well, it's only a month off now. Still things to be organised for it though. Fred is alive again. F you, Boaty. That was the best bit of it, actually. You are not big, just trying to find the correct size. I'm not slim either. I used to be. I used to be very slim, right up until I got to 40. I was like 12 stone. I spent all my adult life at the same weight, and then suddenly, pa-ding! But then again, if I just stop eating stuff like bread, I'd lose a bit of weight anyway. Come back to that in a minute, because it's time to do some kneading. And then, effectively, after only 20 odd minutes, that's the job done. But it's not going to be the end of the live stream unless somebody new comes along and tells me to shut up again. I might actually take notice this time. Loads of flour on the deck. Oh, I know I've mentioned this before, but I love this bit. If only it wasn't so messy, I'd be really, really happy about it. Well, the other thing is, of course, is that if you make sure you've got enough flour on your hands beforehand, then the bread won't stick to you quite as much. It's always going to stick a bit, but not as much as well, just explained. I don't know how long you're really supposed to knead the bread for. I didn't really think you could actually overdo it necessarily, because all you're essentially doing is just mixing the stuff together and triggering the gluten process, and that's what makes it stretchy. So I suppose the longer you knead, the more of a stretchy kind of bread you can have out of it. This is turning out to be remarkably clean, actually. That would be fantastic. We'd have to spend ages trying to, oh gosh, get every crumb of loose, floury globs out. Where, see, you get some bits that come off and escape, and then they make a break for it, and suddenly there's globs of floury bits everywhere. And then you've got to try and stick them all back together again. It won't take long, it starts sticking to your hands again. Yeah, now. Oh, I'll tell you what. Oh no, I'll end up with more washing up. I was going to weigh this to see how much bread I can effectively make with it. Because what normally happens, I'll have a nice dough ball about that big. And it's way too much for a pizza. Or in fact, 2 pizzas. So that means it can be used for other things, not other things than bread, obviously. It's still going to be bread, but those 2 or 3 pizzas will be a lot more than that. So, right, that's it. That's it, basically. We'll put some more on top of this. And I just have a quick clean up of the gaps and put some cling film on that, and that's ready to just be left. Easy, eh? Klingio Filmo. As much as I try and use these boxes with a serrated edge on there, it never really works out. It always ends up being easy just to pull the thing out of the packet and just do that with it instead. Next step then, of course, leave it until it goes smelly. Smelly will happen quite easily by the next day. Usually, as long as the yeast is activated enough. As we can see there, it's filling about a third of the bowl. I will expect that to be completely filled by tomorrow and sticking to the cling film. And then a bit longer after that, you get that smell of emulsion paint. It's a really weird thing. Don't know why it smells like that. I don't know whether to clean up now or read some comments out first, if there are any. Yeah, I think I'll do that actually. Now I can use the cleaning up thing as an excuse to keep the live stream going for a bit longer. How is Wet Leg been behaving? Asks Pingu Concord. And for anybody that doesn't know, Wet Leg is an MGF that I now have, and it's been great. Still really very much enjoying it indeed. Yeah, it behaves perfectly well. For a car that's nearly 26 years old, it's very few problems. Really hope I can get my project ready for Pride of Longbridge, says Pure Evil. Spent today swapping brakes on it, adding an exhaust gasket and generally failing to change the timing belt. Pingu says, do you remember when the Godfather's head gasket was done previously? There's paperwork amongst it. It was about 5 years ago. There's a great big stack of paperwork. Come on, spit the words out properly. There's a great big stack of paperwork with the car. It's made my year, says John Studley. Meeting you and Boaty and Neil and Sophie, of course, Joe. Yes, and that's been fabulous. And hopefully this year will be full of meeting more people that I happen to know from YouTube. Because it's just a rather nice, happy, pleasant thing altogether, isn't it? Really, you get to know people by having live streams like this, and before you know it, they're your friends, and you actually meet them in person. And, it's just quite amazing, really. Pingu's, how's your cooking? Has your cooking had the lion the lion stamp of approval, rather? Yes. Let's get him. Are you happy with all this cabbage? But there've been new people coming into that live stream. I don't want anybody to see me holding the toy lion. Is the Codfather still under Mustard and Boaty warranty? Good question. Actually, the car was sold with a suspected, head gasket issue, because I got it being told that it's got a head gasket issue and run it, and the whole story's there with the video anyway. It was leaking a bit when it was cold and then not so much when it was hot. Evening, G, says Chris Bowen. Evening to you. Goat. I saw somebody referred to me as Goat yesterday, and I thought that's kind of cool. I mean, turns out it's like an acronym, or it is an acronym. greatest of all time. And then I noticed on a box of Lynx aftershave type stuff that I had bought for me for my birthday, it says goat on there. Yeah, I thought it was about 5 years ago. Yeah, exactly, Pingu. Tea sweet water. I don't taste grapes in grapefruit. Come up with some more like that, and you're welcome to stay. My health is still not good, mustard, mate. Over the week, I've been struggling with my mental health and anxiety as well. I had bad news last week. I know, mate, and it is a tough thing, and it's something that nobody can really even help you with. That's the trouble. You just have to, lots of people will say to you to be strong or whatever, which sounds a bit like a cop out, but kind of in actual fact, it's only really the same as I say, is where you just got to be positive about things, and things will work out better just for having a sunny disposition, if you like. Jack Mehoff, butt chug some cooking oil, and then he goes on to say now. So I am here to do as I'm told. So which one would you prefer? Would you prefer the extra virgin olive oil, or the cheap and nasty pretend olive oil, which is actually rapeseed oil from Asda? I must say, if I'm going to glug any of them, I'll do this one, because I don't mind if I just spit it back out again. It wouldn't really be too much of a waste. Whereas the other stuff, it might be. You've seen the price of olive oil these days, or even that cack as well. Just vegetable oil mixed with a tiny bit of olive oil, just to try and make it look like you're getting something worth your while. Why do we say taking a dump instead of leaving a dump? Why do we say taking a dump instead of leaving a dump? That's a good question. Maybe it's because you don't call what you leave behind a dump, but you do dump it, don't you? You do dump it, so you are taking a dump. So I think it might make perfect sense. The ones I like though are shit. You can shit a shit, you can poo a poo, but you can't turd a turd. I've always liked that. There's no verb. You can't turn turd into a verb, which is rather exciting, I think, and well worthwhile considering whilst you're on the toilet. Ali Ways Sparkle says, hi. I know you in the community are here, mustard, and it helps a lot knowing that. And of course, you're never far from somebody doing some sort of bonkers live stream where at least you can, be there, be part of it. Alleyways Sparkle. I'm going to start giving usernames marks out of 10. I'll start with Alleyways Sparkle, who says hello lol horn or hom, and then some dots. But I don't know really where to start. I'm going to wait till a really good one comes along, I reckon, instead. Pingu says, just promoted you on the Russian car channel live. Let's see if there are any takers. Excellent. Well done. Thank you, Pingu. Caitlin says, hi. Hello. Turn out a turd, says Pingu. Yes, you do a turnout of a turd. Always Sparkle, is that? Did I say something else before? Right, I see. Your name, what you mean is Always Sparkle, so you want to one L remove the space and that becomes always rather than always sparkle. I think that's what you're after there. Why do you have a cup? Why do you have a cup and a beer can? Why do you have a cup and a beer can? I don't really see what your point is there. Maybe I'm missing something. Why do you have a cup and a beer can? Don't know. Caitlin says, I'm Caitlin. And I gathered that. Hello. Dino Dad, lad alive. Skick, can you explain why the watching goes up and down and why this never worked out on a Balti Live? I don't know. I don't know. It's difficult to tell because I was asking this yesterday because it stays quite low viewing figures because there's not a huge amount of people who follow this channel at the moment. Then suddenly it just rockets up and keep on going and tail back off again. On my other channel, you see a more consistent kind of about 45 viewers most of the time, and then it tails off a bit and it goes up, but it never goes like this. 118 views at the moment. I never get that with it. So why doesn't that happen for Boaty? I've got absolutely no idea. Really no idea at all. Hi says always sparkle again. Ronaldo, sup. This is weird, says always sparkle. Let you be the judge of that. Do you have kids? Asks Caitlin. Yes, I do. Why do you ask? I always find it a bit curious when people ask that kind of question. Always Sparkle is laughing about something. Let's sing the Barry Shitpeas song, Mustard. Well, not at this time. Any other time, yeah. But I'm happy to sing that song at the top of my voice during the daytime whilst there are people around, especially if it happens to be driving down the street with the windows open. But at 9:20, possibly not so much. I have neighbours, you know. I have neighbours to think of. They might be hearing me now and thinking, he's on it again. What's going on recently with that guy next door? He just seems to be rattling on and talking really loudly at night time. I don't want to add to that by singing a song about Barry Shitpeas at the top of my voice. I'm sure you'll understand why. Let's go back up that way again. All right. Oh, and hi, says Eric Van Arsdale. Eric Van Arsdale, that's quite a good name. I'll give that one a 7 out of 10. I don't even know do you speak English? Asks always Sparkle. And if you're asking me that, then I think the answer is going to be yes. Don't read that one. Read, I mean. Yeah, you're certainly chucking some things out here. No, I might ask Caitlin, why do you want to? Why would you want to? Does Mustard like wet leg? Asks Pingu. Yes, Mustard does like wet leg. Mustard thinks wet leg is brilliant. In fact, Pingu, I'm going to say that car, unfortunately, makes everything else feel just a bit boring. And so I'm supposed to be trying to sell the press release 45 at the moment, but I'm just barely driving it. The kids are probably asleep, says always Sparkle. They're not asleep, but they like to have a bit of time in the evenings where they can just read and stuff. Don't don't answer questions about family. You never know what crap you could be dealing with, suggests Skick. Well, there's not a lot that I would never go into anything too personal on a live stream where there are people that I don't know who are watching. But to say yes or no, it's not really going to make any difference, really, I don't think. I hate mustard, says Always Sparkle. And presumably you mean the actual product of mustard rather than the man, which is me. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot the time. So next time, it doesn't matter. You have to be sorry about it, John. As it goes, I happen to enjoy explaining why I can't do it at this time. I think this is how I've seen you before. Zana Murray. Other than the fish, do you have any other pets? I don't. No, I've got the fish here and then another 5 fish at work, which is a rather strange place to keep them. But, that's kind of what happens when you get given another fish tank. I'd like a dog or a cat or a rabbit. I wouldn't really fancy a snail though, or a snake. Never understood the thing about snake. It's difficult to tell, Pingu. It's difficult to tell because, unlike me, she's not completely comfortable with everybody looking at her. Whereas I've kind of become this way. I just, I'm quite happy to draw attention to myself. I've stopped being embarrassed about stuff. It's taken me to get to this age of being a rather shy person, and suddenly it's like, I don't really care any longer. So I don't know. She probably prefers the more conservative Rover 45. You said my name correctly. Zana Murray. Oh, Zana Murray. Zana Murray. Brilliant. Thank you. The sense of achievement and accomplishment I feel for getting your name correct does please me somewhat. Thank you. Roman HH. Caitlin, I'm not going to tell you. Well, I could tell you, but I could just tell you something completely incorrect, and you would know it's incorrect, and then you'd be asking the same question again. Right, I'm going to struggle to read that one. Have you had Kevish? Is that Kevish Zanamari? Zanamari, rather. If so, what kind? I don't know. Dog's dude. Oh no, dog dude. I'm sure he was on yesterday. Roman says hi again. Why am I laughing? Asks Always Sparkle. I don't know. Correct your name. Is it supposed to be Always Sparkle or Always Sparkle? If you want it to be Always Sparkle, I'm sure there's an easy way of changing it. And I'm sorry for helping you out. No, I'm not. No, I might as well just be honest about things, on there. Dojo. Doge. Oh, Doge. Doge dude. Is that how you pronounce that then? Sephora 1234 is here, and Louise Ann. Hello. Caitlin Mustard is a very private person, so he won't tell you stuff like that. Well, I'm not really that private. It does make me wonder why, if somebody comes onto a live stream you don't know and starts asking questions like that, I'm going to be like, well, why do you need to know? Why do you need to know? I'll ask you, why do you need to know, Caitlin? Why don't you tell me? Uh-oh. I thought somebody was asking about football then. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir. Thank you. Oh, there we go. I knew it. Football. I like your fish tank. Oh, right. I thought you said, do you like football then? But no. Hello. Yes, sir. Hello. Should I not put in spaces all the way? Should I not put the spaces in Always Sparkle? I don't know. I don't know whether that's what I mean. Is that how you intend the name to be spelt or pronounced, as always or always? That looks like 3 prizes from Sephora 1234. My keyboard. I like your PFP. What's PFP? You know, another one you've got to explain to me. Hey, do you want to know what my kid's name? No, not really. I'm not. Honestly, I'm not interested. Don't mean to sound rude, but why would I want to know? Why would that concern me? But you know, I'm not being rude. You're welcome to stay. You're welcome to stay. Of course you are. What country do you live? Asks Dark God. Well, I live in England. Englandland. Always sparkle, says Pingu Concord, and I think that's really what you meant. Profile pic. Oh, right, oh, I see football thing. Yes, all right, yeah, it is a picture of me, isn't it? It's a picture of me with a packet of spice mix in my mouth, which suggests that rather than actually cooking with it, I'm just going to eat it as it was, which I wouldn't really do. Ah. Oh, I see, right, okay. Zana Murray, a CV chef is unusually cut up raw fish flesh. No, right. Well, yeah, it sounds great, but no, I've never tried that. Oh, right. There's another personal question. Well, I don't mind. Franklin Digwa, how old are you? I'm going to let you have a guess at that. In fact, normally I just come straight at it. I've got flour all over me. And have a guess. Have a guess if you like, and I'll tell you if you're correct. Can you shout out me? Asks that cool guy. Yes, I can, that cool guy. Hello, that cool guy. I don't know what to say. Suggests, or says Caitlin. Well, it doesn't really matter. You don't have to say anything. You could, if you want to do, you could tell me whereabouts in the world you're from. You could try and think of a joke. You could tell me that this hood is too big for me, or you could ask to see the fish, or you could ask what this beer is. You could even ask, what it is I'm even doing in the kitchen this evening. There are so many questions that you could ask if you want, and I don't mind. It's just worthwhile remembering that some questions will not always be answered because they just get ducked. Now, I'll just say that one. Yeah, right. Oh, my name is Roseanne. My name is Roseanne. Difficult to read when it's all joined together like that. And that you say back. Right, okay, back. Very good. Well done. And welcome back. I sorted it out, apparently. What did you sort out? Hopefully you sorted it out. Franklin Dugwer, 68 is his guess at how old I am. That's not a bad guess, actually. 68. I'm quite pleased with that, actually. Yeah. He's 23, says Pingu. Is your age 45? Says my name is Roseanne. No, it's not. 75, according to Dino Dad, and Jimmy Quinn is guessing 101, which shows that you're still here. And it's good to have you still here, friends. It's a weird one, this, actually, because it feels like I'm doing a live stream amongst people I don't know. It's well, obviously I am. It feels like I've entered a room of people that I don't know, and I'm the one in charge of talking to everyone. But there are my people that I do actually know that are stood there waiting behind closed doors or curtains or something, ready just to pop in and help, which is nice. It's comforting. And thank you. This beer is getting consumed a lot more quickly tonight than it normally would. Zana Murray reckons I am 48 to 52 years old. That's not a bad guess, actually. Hello, my white friend, says Alaska Carver. Hello. But it's cold in Scotland, suggests Pingu. It is. And that's one of those names that's just a collection of letters and numbers. So RJ7895 says, hey, look behind you, says Franklin. Why? I know what's behind me. There's a wall and a fish tank and a picture on the wall. Unless you're outside that, Jesus. Only joking. That would have been funny, wouldn't it? If Franklin was stood at that window just there. Or would it? Or would it in fact actually just be a bit weird? Can you please show me out, says Beckett Burt. And I think what Beckett is actually suggesting is to shout out Beckett Burt and say, let's have a lovely little shout out for Beckett Burt. Hello, Beckett Burt. Thank you for joining my live stream. I hope somehow this isn't too tedious for you. I mean, nothing's actually going on. Nothing's going on at all. I've done what I intended on doing, which was to make some bread ready for tomorrow. And if we have another look at this, it's steamed up a bit in there, actually. It has grown a bit already. That's a good sign. Old white fart, says Joseph Mash. And my name is my name is Rosanna. Sorry, I know I said that one a minute ago, but when everything is just done like that, it can be a bit difficult to read. Joseph Mash, he about to time me out. Time. To put you on time out. 57? No, I'm actually a bit younger than that. Old white fart, 89, suggests Caitlin. Thanks for that. I mean, the trouble is, somebody asked me how old I was, and rather than just answering the question, I couldn't be bothered to. I thought it'd be easy just to brush it aside, not really expect anybody would actually try and guess. Oh. Are you 50? A bit older than that. I have to go, bye, says Caitlin. Okay, well, thanks for joining me tonight, and you're welcome to come back another time. No, bro is 10,000 years old. Jimmy Quinn is going to, let's say Jimmy Quinn's the winner. Jimmy Quinn wins. Hooray, Jimmy Quinn, for winning at this pathetic competition that should never even been started. The prize is to look at my glasses. Oh, dumb old man. That's nice of you to say. And that comment was put in by somebody whose name isn't going to get read out. Bro is clear. Older than the dinosaurs. Ah, right, I see. Yeah. Right, I see. We get a few hecklers in tonight. They're my favourite kind. They really are. Honestly, I'm happy to have some hecklers in. Give it your best shot. Just go on. I don't mind. You can't really upset me. So, you just go ahead. I've got some cleanup to do anyway in a minute, which I will do. When I get to the end of these comments, I'll clean this cack up here, and then I'll see if anybody else wants to try and say something. It's Jeffing hot today. Oh, good, right. Oh, well, it would be where you are, you lucky boy. We all love your cooking mustard. You are a good good cook, mate. I thought it said something else. I thought it said cock. I'm going to knock, says Franklin. He doesn't want to read my messages, says Joseph Mash, and then he got rid of it. He's scared of the truth. Oh, that's interesting. Bro is older than the Big Bang. Excellent. That's the kind of thing that you might say and then say, I don't believe in the Big Bang, that everything was created and we live on a flat Earth. Tell me your opinion if you like. One more question. That burr look fake. That burr. Do you mean the bread? It definitely does not look fake. It's going to fall out of there if I'm not careful. It's got a bit of growing to do yet. If that's what you meant, I'm not sure. Could have been something else. How was your pasty dough pie homemade cheddar cheese sauce the other day? Asks Zena Mari. It was really good actually. It wasn't quite as good as I was hoping, if I'm totally honest. And there was a bit too much pastry, if I'm also honest. But I took some to work with me and basically nibbled on it when I got peckish. And yeah, I wouldn't give it a solid high score or anything like that, but that was very much thrown together. And I'll do better with that one next time, I think. Unless some things are going to go a bit wrong and they're not going to, work out exactly as well. I'm going to learn how to do them better, am I? And so John Studley saying that I'm a good cook. I'm not really. I'm just somebody who enjoys having a go. And when you enjoy something, you tend to get better at it. Oh, while I'm at it, why don't I? Yeah. I'm going to want another one of these quite soon. Comments are still coming thick and fast, which is interesting. Oh no, they're gone. They're finished. Right. Death of Rabbit. Death of Rabbit, yeah. Oil up, quit yapping. I'm on a promise with the Death of Rabbit. I love that. I can't change it until 14 days. I'll have to stick with it. Says my name is Rosanna. Dear. I love God. SOS. What's that? Solar Smasher. Yeah, Solar Smasher. Oh man, last time I checked this stream, he had 100 viewers. Well, that's 69 at the moment. It goes up and down, just goes all over the place. What Summer Playhouse? Summer Playhouse says so cool, which I can get on with that. If you're saying something's cool, then I like it. All he has now is 50 viewers. Says Solar Smasher. All right, yeah. Well, yeah. Oh, I've got 77 at the moment. And what will happen? Well, it's 84 now. It will go up and it'll go back down. It'll go down to about 8 in a minute. That's what's going to happen. That's what it did do the other day. It just at the most inappropriate moment, suddenly everything just disappears. Everybody's buggered off, and then they come back again. A whole new raft of people come along and see what's going on, decide that they don't really want to know, and then go again. It seems like there are quite a few people with enough of a sense of humour to be able to follow what I might be saying, and then quite a few that simply haven't. And they're the ones that go. Lemon Edits. Let's just check that again, because I like people's name to be correct. Oh, no, Lennon Edits. Lennon Edits. How are you? I'm fine. More entertaining, these, says Skik. Ah, that's interesting. Thank you. More entertaining than what, though? That's the question. And I would like an answer to that. More entertaining than my videos, or more entertaining than both his live streams? Or is it more entertaining just because there are people coming in that obviously, I don't know. Yep, hello, Solar Smasher. Hello, Lennon Edits. Daniel Parton, wait, are you debating? Well, I would do. I don't mind. I don't mind having some sort of debate, some a nice argument, a bit of banter, whatever. I'm happy to do any of this kind of stuff. You decide. You can come in and argue. You can come in and disagree with me if you like, and I will do what I can to stick with my opinion, whatever it may be. May even change my opinion. Maybe you could change my opinion. I don't know. We won't know until we actually have a go, will we? Do you like football? No. That's a question that seems to get asked every time I do a live stream. A bit like the Scottish one. No, I don't like football. I dislike football. At least you've asked if I like football rather than just assuming that I must do because I'm a man. Oh, brilliant. Right. Pendulous Knocking is here. The Pendulous Knocking. That gets me back to my mark out of 10 for a username. Pendulous Knocking is a good solid 9. If you've got a username that will just pop into your head from time to time during the day and you'll remember it that way, and that one did, Pendulous Knocking. One of the best usernames going. He says, or he, I'm not sure which one, hi gorgeous, what's cooking tonight? And the answer is nothing. All I've done is prepare some bread that can ferment overnight so I can have some nice sourdough tomorrow for making a pizza with. Is this pre-recorded? Asks Daniel Parton. And the answer is yes, it is. I recorded it a couple of days back and now it's just going up now. Sorry, a bit of sarcasm there, obviously. I thought I answered your question. No, it could possibly be. Fishies, says Solar Smasher. Yes, fishies, there we have. I'll introduce you to my fish tank of fishy friends that are all rather happily swimming around having the time of their life in the tank of dreams. They're happy, I'm happy. How often do you have to feed the fish, lovely fish? Well, I feed them every day. And they're ready for it. They'll eat a whole load of fishy food and they'll go mad for it, which suggests they're hungry. But you can leave them, you can starve them for a few days and it stops them from being so greedy apparently. But I'd rather them be big fish. Pre-recorded. It suggests Daniel Parton. Pre-recorded. This is pre-recorded. And Solar Smasher says it's not. See, it's fake. 77. Right. Okay. I'm glad you're keeping up with my viewers. My name is Rosanna. I have 20 goldfish. That goldfish can get quite big as well, so you must have quite a big tank. Gary Grimsey. Hello, Gary Grimsey. What's your favourite food? Asks Zana Murray. Other than cheddar cheese. Generally, curry's my favourite. Yeah, in fact, that wasn't even difficult to answer, but I like curries, all sorts of different curries. I like all the stuff that you have with a curry. So I would happily eat curry every day. In fact, I pretty much do, really. Pretty much. Not every day. Almost. But I'd happily have it even more than I do. All the comments, he's reading them, are not here. All the comments he's reading are not here. I see. It's because I'm a bit behind with the comments, and all I'm doing at the moment is reading comments as well. I'm not even lingering on any for that particular length of time because there are quite a lot of comments to catch back up with. So that might be what you're thinking there. 8 to 9. Oh, thank you, Solar Smashers, keeping tabs of the amount of views that we have on the go here. JJ, I have a question. And Gaming Kid, Can you give me a shout out? Yes, Gaming Kid. Welcome to this live stream tonight. And JJ still has a question, but he hasn't actually asked it yet. So Naomi, or is it Naomi? Or Naomi has Heseltine? Naomi Heseltine. I'm hi. Hello. Yes, shout out for Gaming Kid. Yes, hello. JJ has a question apparently. JJ has a question. Can you shout me out? Asks Gaming Kid. You've simply got to have a look and realise that I might be behind with comments. That's all there is to it. Of course you can have a shout out, Gaming Kid, and so can JJ as well, if you really want. Something is so funny, is Rosanna. I might as well just call you Rosanna, hadn't I? Rather, my name is Rosanna. What's so funny though? Oh, my dog is wrestling my sister. Charlie. Have you ever heard of Brody Buchan? No, I haven't. Is it a footballer? One, says Naomi. I do not like football either, says Artsy. Crazy is here. I play soccer. I have a question, if that's okay. Great. Yes, Crazy, you're perfectly welcome to ask a question. I have to go, says Rosanna. But I don't want to go to bed. Oh, it must be quite late there. Oh, right, white old fart. White old fart. Excellent. You're going to have to do better than that. Rover Joe is here. And he says, Paul, with so many L's on to make sure that it's, I don't know if it's a rolling L or just a like that. T-Rex fart. Ryan Green, mustard, hello, yes, hello. Lots of play buttons. Gosh, these, no wonder I'm behind these comments. There's absolutely loads of bloody things. Yourself be quiet. Joseph Mash says mustard. Pendulous knocking. What conditioner do you use? I don't. I don't bother with stuff like that. I don't brush my hair half the time. I have a shower, wash the thing, and then just let it dry. Oh, Rupert is back. Yes, Rupert, I've been doing perfectly well. I used to have a fish tank a long time ago, says Artsy. Ryan Green, my name is Ryan, and I farm my goldfish for making curries. I didn't know there was such a thing. I think he's all AI, says Dino Dad. What's with all these play buttons, Solo Smasher? I make goldfish curry. Hello, mustard in the kitchen. Hello. I can't remember how to make goldfish curry. I'm here. Lovely mustard is live kicking up the north. Yep. Do you prefer homemade curry or takeout curry, asks Zana Mari. Well, a bit of both, really. The homemade stuff is never quite. It's always got something missing from it. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it's the use of MSG or something. I don't know. Jordan Luke End. Do you like butter chicken? Yeah. Yep, I do. Christopher Sikorsky, is that? Sikorsky, yeah, Christopher Sikorsky says hello. What's your drive behind this YouTube venture, asks Ryan Curry, and what's he drinking? I'm just drinking some cheapo lager from Lidl. The drive behind this YouTube adventure is quite simply, I kind of just got to enjoy doing live streams, and I don't really want my other YouTube channel just being full of live streams particularly, and as well as that, it would be more suitable for me to do those live streams whilst I was at work, where I should be working, at least at home, in the kitchen and the idea was to do a live stream whilst making some food. It's just that I'm not even making any food tonight. I just made some bread for tomorrow. But yeah, the drive would be obviously to gather as many new people together and get this channel subscribed up, get into making some really decent quality videos with it, and give myself an opportunity to actually make some good YouTube content rather than just live streams as well, I think. Crazy says, can you please shout out my sister? Her name is Sisby. I can't do this again, I'm afraid. Sism. Oh, racism. Bot. Hello. Dennis. Can you greet my German friend Luca? What's this going to be now? Luca Pimmelman. Luca Pimmelman. Oh, well, you've just done that one. The racism. Right. Okay. Done that one, crazy. Let's do something else instead. Ryan Green, how did your passion in the kitchen begin? Do you work or are you a chef? I'm not. No, I've never ever. Well, I worked in the kitchen just as a porter about 20 years ago, but nothing to do with actually being cooking or anything. No, I just like food. I like food, I like to eat food, and I may as well show you me doing it. That's kind of how I consider it. I was thinking MSG, yes. Oh, glass is back on again. Joanna Kiolisk. Joanna Kiolisk, I'm in Poland. I love butter chicken. Next time I'm near Manchester, I will take you out for dinner, says Pendulous Knocking. Oh, well, that's a jolly nice thing to say. Thank you very much. And it's not a jolly nice thing to say. Well, I mean, it is, but I mean, it's not just a jolly nice thing to say. And thank you for that. But I'll just accept. Yeah, let's go for dinner. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? Absolutely, of course, 100% I'll be up for that. Normally, once I've been doing a live stream for about an hour, my eyes start to give up a little bit. So we're all right about me being as old as the dinosaurs, I think. Rian Sadiq, hello. Shout out, please, says Solo Masher. I did that, didn't I? Arek Bayakwolski, hi. You earned a subscription from me, says Ryan Green. Thank you very much. Great stuff, boss. What kind of bread are you making? It's just some bread. What do you call it? The sourdough. Sourdough is basically bread that's been left to go a bit off before you cook it, and then with that, then it tastes a lot better when you do cook it. Do you have another channel to tell the folks about, asks Dino Dad? And obviously we know that other channel is called Project Nigel, which is nothing like this one. The only similarity is that I am in it and I do all the stuff, and it's better than this channel, but that might change before too long. Jeff Shaw, chicken soup. None of your business. What country are you from? That's a brilliant name to ask a question from. England. Eight out of 10 for that name. Uma Makuri, say Walla. And Joanna says hello. None of your business. Where's he from? Oh, XX Flick. Luke Rush, can you give me a shout out for Brexit and Donald Trump? I could give you a shout out and just say, hello, Luke, welcome to the live stream. Have you heard of the Poggers incident? Asks Lee Me. No, I haven't actually. Pendulous Knocking says, Project Nigel is a great channel, much better than Boaty's World. Yeah, well, who's going to disagree with that? Don't forget to like, says Jimmy Quinn. Thank you very much for pointing that out, actually. Not a pro. Shout out for Brexit and Donald Trump. Laugh, is that laugh my arse off? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm not going to do that. Solar Masher, I have subbed and liked the live stream. Thank you very much. Uma Makaria, hello. Kelly, say hi. Ava, or Ava. Hi, hello to you. Gosh, and finally I've caught up. Oh, right, do you really? Well, that's nice to know, Uma. Lisha Meow, hi. Emily plays for 10 fun. Who also says hi. You'll have to forgive me slightly here. Christ makes Stickman look sane. Thanks, Stick. I know you don't mean me. I know. Notice that it doesn't really bother me any of this, though. It's all part of the fun. Oh, gosh. I'm being asked that same question now. How old am I? From Emily Plays 10 Fun. Is it relevant? Oh, not that I'm offended or anything, but I always found that quite interesting. I remember when I was at school, that's the kind of question you'd ask someone. A bit like, what's your favourite colour? So, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Emily, rather than answer the question, I'm just going to throw it straight back to you and ask, how old are you, Emily? If you just joined this live stream, you might be wondering what I was doing then. I was just scraping up some flour from the work surface. So as when I dampen it to clean the rest of it, I'm not making a mess, or not as much of a mess anyway. It's nice to know that once I finish this live stream off, I'll see that I have a few more subscribers again. Same thing happened last night, quite a lot last night. And then a few disappeared this morning. So whether live streams get picked up by bots that just automatically subscribe, I don't really know. That could be the explanation. It's all rather exciting when you see those numbers go up. And it's been exciting tonight, and we've had I'm going to say we, because I do consider many of the people that are in this live stream tonight as, regular people that keep on coming back for more, and I do appreciate it. The numbers haven't been quite as high tonight, but they've been a bit more consistent. At no point has it dropped down to 8, which surprises me. And that's probably what's about to happen now. Probably, or the 72 people that happen to be watching at the moment might just decide that he doesn't want us here, so let's go. And I basically asked for it, haven't I? I'm almost finished cleaning up. You can't even see what I'm doing, can you? You just see me clonking around with stuff. Bread's rising rather nicely now. All right. Gaming with, is that fan? Gaming with fam says hi, hello. Stick the price of stardom. I subbed and liked, says Solar Masher. Thank you very much. Dino, he handles it very well. Oh. Natastic memes. What are your thoughts on ski biddy toilet? What's ski biddy toilet? My thoughts on that are, I've got no idea because I don't know what it is. Did he end it? Yeah. Oh, hang on. Hello there, boss, says Bill's something. Hello, Mustard, and everyone in the chat. Oh, Andrew Buttigieg. Andrew Buttigieg has turned up. Yes. Hello. Formerly known as something else, just like everybody else as well, I suppose. Yeah, we've been having quite a good time tonight, actually. Well, certainly I have. I think Skick has. Dinosaur Dad's been in. And what are your thoughts on Bubble and Squeak? Asks Chris Escott. My thoughts on that are, what a lovely idea when you just pile all the leftover food, usually from a roast dinner, into one big pan, cook it till it's hot again, and then usually a load of black pepper on and an egg. Then it's fantastic. Should I have another beer? That is the question. And I think we all know the answer is yes, you should. You should have another beer. Having another beer would be a fantastic thing to do. And it's so easy as well, because I'm in the kitchen and the fridge is just there. I mean, I literally have just got to walk 6 feet to the fridge, open up the fridge door, the freezer door, in fact, and get it out, crack it open, tip it in the glass. What could be better? Not much, I might say. Amari together. Morning, Andrew. Hot already, mate. What is your real name? Mustard is my real name. Captain Mustard. That's my full and real name. Search me. You'll find me everywhere, especially on this live stream. Having fun with all the all-new viewers today, Mustard? Asks Andrew. Yes, I am. I am very much, actually. We all like the kind of lucky dip situation where you just don't quite know what you're going to get. That's what happens with these live streams. It doesn't happen as much on the other channel. For some reason, this one, I was going to suggest it might be because it's all quite clearly in a kitchen rather than in a lockup. But I don't even think it's that. There must be something going on with YouTube's algorithm, that just keeps sending me new people here. And some want to stay. In fact, quite a few tonight have said that, they've subscribed, which I really, really do appreciate. I like it even more when they've told me, because then I know that I've made an impression somewhere. I'm going to kneel down on the floor now, because I can read this better, and you get something a bit more interesting to look at in the background rather than just a white ceiling. Cube. I meant duck. Is it beer o'clock? Asks Barry. Pissavino. Yes, it is. If ever there was a time, that is it right now. Nice name for a beautiful person, says Umar. Well, that's interesting you should say that, actually. Thank you very much. How rather delightful and welcome that actually is. Angelino Ramirez, hi. Glasses time again. Glasses. Notorious Racist 21. What's going on, Buster? Don't know. Not Mako says hi. Gary says, Gary. I've been on the lash since lunchtime. Now that Gary Pisses Vino is definitely a British person saying something like that, or somebody who used to live in Britain, because nobody in another country says that, do they? You're giving it all away. Not that there's any secret. Looks FLXXR FLRRXIA. I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce that one, but hello anyway. Boatsy was disappointed that he didn't gain any new viewers, says Andrew. Well, it might have been. Here new viewers, says Tokaluna. Tokaluna, hello. Maxine34 says hi as well. Maxine34 looks like a real person. That's interesting. Are you live? I am. And you are lucky enough to actually have me answer that question straight away. Indeed, luck is what's required. Because I've had a few people tonight not really believing that this is live. It won't be by the time I go off, and it won't be live anymore, will it? Yeah. Gary and pisses is the British part, and then vino is the Italian part. Well, that's French, isn't it, really? Don't forget to like, says Jimmy Quinn. Thank you. What's your favourite colour, asks Maxine. Well, my favourite colour is green. That's an easy one to answer, isn't it? Sorry again for commenting again. Right, is this the one you asked this yesterday, Ronaldo or Messi? And I don't know. I do know they are footballers, but I don't even know what they look like. I don't know what teams they play for, what countries, etc. I don't know whether one of them's older than the other, whether one of them's got a moustache, whether one of them has a propensity to buy Ferraris and crash them. They could be anyone. I could walk past them on the street and I wouldn't even notice, because I simply do not pay any attention to football. And then again, I don't really pay any attention to the media and fashion or any of this sort of stuff in general anyway. So all of the what you might call important people these days, I don't even know who they are, because they're not really of any interest to me. Ashley Warren, I love the fish, thank you. Already have. I like sage green. Yes, I like that one. Drawley Jakin. Tracy Ledger, the painting is not, unfortunately, no, it's not. It's just a painting that came from a shop. What I really want, what I will have happen at some point, is have like a proper painting, a one-off, a bespoke painting for the kitchen. That's what I'd really like. Linos Nordal, cool fish tank, thank you. Should I curl my hair or straighten it? I don't know. That's up to you. Zach Dane is crying about something, and Ashley Warren says H8. Whatever that means, I don't really know. Your haircut is bad, says Timothy. I know. Of course it's bad. It's not even a haircut. This is tied up, you know. It's not supposed to look like this. It's just hair. It sprouts out of my head. It happens all the time. There's nothing I can do about it. I was born with hair growing out of my head, and as I grew up, I had hair growing out of my face as well. And besides burning it all off, what am I supposed to do? Go and have a trendy haircut? No, thanks. I'm happy just not giving a toss about hair. It's just hair. There are many, many more important and interesting things to think about, or indeed worry about. So I already know what you've said, and I definitely don't care. Ashley Warren says hi. Is that kettle real or live? Zach Dane asks, what are your hobbies? I don't really have time for hobbies. I suppose you could say cooking, doing kitchen stuff, messing about with cars at work. Should be a job rather than my hobby, but it seems to be more of a hobby. Making videos for the potential of making some decent money out of it one day. They're all possibly hobbies, I suppose. Curly hair. All right, I see. You're talking to Maxine. Andrew Buttigieg says bald. Da Vinci Gaming is receding hairline. Well, yeah, I mean, it will be a bit. It's not bad really for my age, though. I've known many people who are half my age have less hair than I have, and I will always have mine. It's not going to disappear suddenly. Be nice is just trying to have fun, says Maxine. It's not his fault. What's the point in being me? Well, it's not my fault. There's nothing. There's nothing I'm bothered about, honestly. What are the fish's names? Asks Umar. And I had somebody else asking this yesterday and the day before. There's too many of them to possibly go through. Let's just say that one of them is called Barry, and one of them is called Bubbles, and one of them is called Carrot, and one of them is called Marmalade, I think. And there is Barry as well. Ricky Dinky Doo, formerly known as Barry Scrotter. Hello. Barry. Smashing Pistons channel is awesome too, says Pingu Concord. There's a shout out for Simon. Say Skibidi. Nah, why? I don't know what you're on about, so I'm not going to bother. FGFVG, how old are you, Grandpa? Come on, let's take the glasses off. If I got rid of my beard, you'd realise I'm not that old, really. I'm only 38, 28, 79, whatever you want. Who cares? Age is simply... One thing about age is that if you're at an age where you think it's cool to be young, then you're going to be a lot more regretful of that when you get older. In actual fact, the really cool people are the older people. Right, okay. I like to take care of my hair, but I don't care if other people's hair is bad. And that is exactly the answer, isn't it, really? That's Ryan 5 is my name. Caitlin is back. Antasia, please say my name. Antasia. There we go. Guy, don't worry about me. Honestly, guys, don't be rude. You don't need to worry about me. You're very nice. I'm gonna subscribe, says Maxine. I appreciate that very much. Thank you very much. What is your come here, Daddy? Right. What is your kettle's name? Boily. If it was at work, I probably would give it a name, wouldn't I? Like my microwave's called Ping. Should I wear makeup or not? Right, well that's that. Don't. I think would be the answer. You don't need to do. I don't know what you look like, but anybody who feels like they should have to do something for the approval of other people, I reckon you shouldn't. It's pointless. If you try and chase after the approval of other people, you're always going to be disappointed. So you're best off just pleasing yourself. Well, thank you very much, Caitlin. That's very nice of you to say. Right. Bry's mama too. You look poor. Oh, that's interesting. Is that because of the beard or the glasses or the fish tank? That's what I meant. Seriously, you don't need to worry about me. Right, okay. Do you watch Peppa Pig? Because I watch Peppa Pig. Well, interestingly enough, no, I've never really got into it. And I know I should, because it's one of those TV programs that has critical acclaim. And there's an awful lot of work that goes into making the Peppa Pig episodes so good. And they're definitely not just for children. They are for adults as well. There's an awful lot of layered comedy in there that you could easily miss if you're not a grown-up. And so maybe I need to go back. I would suggest that everybody goes and hunt out the box set of Peppa Pig and actually have a really good watch of it. I'm coming to your house. Interesting. I'll leave the door open for you. Caitlin says I'm ugly, which is probably not true. And who's to judge that in the first place? I don't think anybody should really be concerned about being ugly. It's a really pointless thing to be concerned with, because if the only time that can possibly be an issue is if you're caring too much about what other people think, because for your own purposes, it's not going to make any difference, is it really? So, if I don't know if you need any advice on this, but I'd certainly say just honestly, there are better things to be concerned with. I look after my hair by shaving it off. What's left every 2 days, says Barry. Ezra, you make me laugh. I give you $50. I can't make you laugh. You need to make yourself laugh. Thank you very much. Thank you very much as well, Maxine. Prize Mama, yes. What's your favourite movie? I don't know. There's quite a lot of films I quite like. Just say Giat. Rather strange questions. Say your mum has got the... I'm not lying, just search it up. Right. And I've got more interesting things to do than search up Giat, I think. Let go fly kite. Have you changed your kitchen table, asks Pingu Concord. No, the table's the same. It's just got a different tablecloth on it, that's all. What size fish tank do you have? That's a proper question, isn't it? It's a big cap. It is 200 litres. Jason G, IDC. Why do you give me why you give me coal last Christmas, Santa, says the real Ronin. Well, because you wasn't a good enough boy. You'd been naughty all year and you didn't really deserve anything proper. I will pay you 100 billion money because you're handsome, says Umar. Well, if that's all it took, then I would be really seriously incredibly rich, wouldn't I? But I'm not. And I don't even think you're going to give me that money, which is really disappointing, because that would come in handy. 100 billion monies. That's a lot of monies. I could put good use to that, and I'd not need to do live streams any longer. Do you read books? Asks Algeria. Yeah, it's Algeria, Setiv. Not really. I don't really get time to be honest. Good night, says Antonio. Good night. Glenn Martin says poop. Gladys Ockley. Ockery. I don't know what's happening. I don't know either. Who are you? Asks Jason. I'm Mr. Mustard to you. Hello, Gate. Hey, are you serious? Asks Gladys Ockery. I don't know, maybe. Maxine's going to go, so thank you very much for joining, Maxine. You've been one of the more pleasant people of tonight's live stream, although everybody else is welcome as well. Glenn Martin says, monkey. I got a cup holder for golf today from the scrapyard. Tenner. Bargain. Mountain biking boys, can you give me a shout out? Yes, mountain biking boys, welcome to the live stream. Jason G says, please do it. I can't remember what it was I'm supposed to be doing, so it's a bit difficult to actually do anything about that. She loves Griffin. Mew, 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 mew. By her universities. More muse, more muse. What's the news? Would you rather watch a tree grow or a knee grow? More muse. I subscribe, says Caitlin. Thank you very much. Right, you've just done that one crazy, and it wasn't exactly funny, was it? I bought some plants too. Jason G, you seem to be rather at odds with yourself because you might have asked me a question and I didn't know what the answer was, and now you kind of wanted me to care about it. I don't. Crazy, the same thing again. If you ask it once, that'll be enough. I'll get around to it. I'm not going to read it out again. You're naughty. Ah. Oh, right. Oh, I see. Jason G. Yes, that's what it was. Right. I'm sorry, I couldn't get around to answering that quickly enough. If we could have a rule where you just ask a question once and not 50 times, that would be rather good. Brian Mama 2, you're boring. Well, at least I can help you with this, because that should be you apostrophe RE for your, because the apostrophe omits the R part, because it's two words shortened down. Your, you're using the wrong your, so it should be your as in you are. I hope that helps. I bet he's so old he has Jesus' phone number. Jesus is one of my mates. He's a good laugh. You'd be surprised by the kind of jokes he can tell. And they don't have to be rude or racist or anything. They're just really clever. He's a really sound guy. You should get to know him. Have you been to Catnip is your friend? That's quite a cool name, actually. I'm going to give that one a 7 out of 10. Have you been down to the yard today? Asks Barry. Yes, I have. I went down there to do a car review. Natalie's horses with baby alive. Natalie's horses with baby alive. That is an interesting one. Ellie Sailor's shout out. Hello. Amy Taylor. Hi, big fan. Project Nigel Goat Channel with added cows. Yes. Please search yacht. Hello, Natalie's horses with baby alive. Carlos Garcia. You have fish tank behind you. I know I do. Oh, right. I see. Jason, did you spell it wrong? Well, you spelled yacht there instead. Can I be your best friend? Asks Susan Waverley. Well, I have many requests for best friend at the moment, so probably not quite. You could be, if you prove yourself to be really useful, you could be within the circle of really good friends if you like. Tony82's laughing, which is good. And Crichton Roberts. Hello, mate. Hope you have a nice night. Thank you, Crichton. Jimmy Quinn. Oh, bye. Jimmy is going. The real Robin's laughing still, which is good. I fancy a blueberry bush. Kristen Alson. Yeah, Natalie, I've got to you. Don't worry. What's up here? What's your stream about? Asks Eric. Well, it was just about making some bread, but I didn't go away. I just carried on staying here because there were so many people that just seemed to want to chat. I thought I might as well stay with you. Anybody who wants to be here. Would you rather Saf a cat or money? Saf. Do you mean have? Would you rather have a cat or money? I'd rather both. Cats aren't particularly expensive, are they? Santa Claus, why did you give me mud? Asks Umar. For the same reason as before, I suppose, for anyone who ended up with mud or coal or nothing, it's because you simply was not being a good enough person this year, and I'd like to apologise, but it's your fault, so what can I do? Cod and chips, haddock and chips, asks Dan. Honestly, I don't mind. I probably won't be able to tell the difference. Is charging your interior matte lights, etc. for blue LED? Oh, right. Is it tacky? Changing. It says changing you. Probably a bit if you want to keep your car standard. If you don't, it doesn't really matter, does it? Do the thug shaker? Asks. Goblin AIDS 21. Eric Anderson, I'm cooking some chicken wings in a dry rub in my smoker right now. On my smoker. This doesn't seem like a cooking stream, but I thought it was. Well, it started off as being one. What's your favourite country? Asks Kristen. Well, I'm going to have to say this country, which is England. That's my favourite country. That's why I kind of still live here, because it's full of interesting people. Now then, oh gosh, this has gone on a bit, hasn't it? And I do apologise. But you might be interested in knowing that bread is looking rather good. So that's definitely worked out quite nicely. I'm going to say bye-bye to all of you people that have joined me tonight. And, oh gosh, how many people have we got there? How old are you? Because you look like you're 44. Do you have to go? Says Caitlin. And Crichton Robert says no. That's what do you think of Joris Bonson? I like Joris Bonson actually. I've been trying to make sourdough recently, says Eric. How often do you crank 90s? Do you have a dog, asks the gamer. Can you rate my name, says Goblin AIDS 21. Yeah, all right, I'm going to give you an 8 out of 10 for that one, actually. I'm kind of sort, have you ever played Fortnite? And Thyring King Harold, the High School of You. Liana Harrison says I'm new. Hi, I'm new. So hello. There, I think I've got all of them really. Crichton Roberts, that's quite a cool name. Is it Crichton as in Crichton from the Red Dwarf program? And if it is, then yeah, I like that. I'm going to give that an 8. I was just about to go then. Well, I'm sorry, but I'll tell you what, if anybody does actually like this kind of live stream stuff, I can always come back tomorrow. Yep, I can come back then and we could do some more of this kind of bollocks for anybody who's actually interested. For the moment, I am actually going to go. So, yep, thank you, it was. Thank you very much. Thank you, and thank you as well. Thank you. Lots of... right, okay. It is time to go. Thank you very much for being here with me tonight. Bye-bye, and I'll see you in the next one.